Okay, it is. We're live. Awesome. So, yeah, it's like a long ass title of mental health, isolation, social anxiety, and dating as a cam model. So, I kind of cover all of it in one go. And honestly, because I'm no longer in those dark places of what the title says, I'm kind of over it. So there's that. And yeah. So like I'm gonna share this in the group so they can come over and see me. Cause yeah, I'm not doing it in the Facebook group. So gotta let the Facebook peoples know I'm on the channel. So let's find out where the link is and then share it. And then we get this topic started and going. Let's see. Where is me? Live now over on my channel. Come on in. Okay, so let's see. Let me keep what the right. They need to know what the channel is. Did I type it right? Oh no. Yeah, I did. Okay, so yeah. So there was like a couple of forums popping up in the CAM communities about isolation and separating the work-life balance and like things like that. Thing is about that, being a CAM model, yes, majority of the time you are home at your computer working for long hours at a time. But the work-life balance that some CAM models seem to struggle with is because they're not setting a routine. It's one of those things that you have to do. Like you have to set a routine where you work your hours, you set up time where you socialize. And it's not even about like going out there to make friends. You can actually just go out for happy hour or go out to the movies or go out to dinner. I do a lot of these things by myself naturally. Like so it's never been like I need to do this stuff because I'm my best company. I play video games by myself or like I go to the movies, like movie night, Tuesdays, cheap night at the movies where I get myself a bag of gummy bears and I go watch a movie and I have a good time with myself and come back home. Or like certain events I want to go to. Like I travel to conferences, I travel to internet marketing conferences. And traveling to internet marketing conferences, I literally get onto a plane, travel to another part of the country, out of the country, and I meet other people who are internet marketers who also claim to have the same isolation breakdown because they are behind their computer working for commissions and stuff like that, a digital industry. There's other people who are struggling with the exact same thing as you, where honestly, your social anxiety, your mental illness, you're really not that special. And I know it seems so harsh. I'm telling you, you're not that special. No, you're not. You can get help for these things. There are doctors who are happy to give you a referral, or your city has programs that, yes, you may end up waiting on the waiting list to get there. And yes, it like you may find a therapist that you don't like right away. It is a process. It is a process. If you want to better your mental health and if you want to break the loneliness and break the isolation, you're going to have to get out of the house. It's just that you can't have all your friends that are internet friends that you see on Twitter or you see on YouTube and you say you're friends with them. That is not building social skills. It's not. It's actually going to create more isolation because you need human interaction. You need to be in a room with another human being sharing a common interest, a common goal. Even if it's you watching a movie and you're in that room with a bunch of other people at the movies, sometimes people at the movies, they talk about the movie. Sometimes I've done it where I jumped in conversations with people talking about the movie because I want to talk about the movie. Or like just go out in places and talk to people. It doesn't even mean like you're actually gonna like exchange phone numbers with these people. You can actually just go there and socialize with people, have a conversation, because more and more adults have a hard time having social interactions. That was easier for us when we were kids. Like when we were kids, we had recess, we had clubs we were in, we had piano lessons and ballet lessons and hockey classes. You have to create those things for yourself. So it like I joined the bowling league. My average at the time for the bowling league, I was with the older people on the bowling team. I was the youngest one there. All of them were like gray haired, old, where one lady broke a hip and she couldn't be bowling until she had her hip replacement surgery. So like there are people out there who are looking for activities because they don't want to be home. So whether you are working for yourself from home or you are um, older and retired and want to get out and socialize, you're going to have to find things to do. You're going to have to create activities. You're going to have to look through the Parks and Recreational book to see what's there for adults, um, like paint night and cocktails. Do that. Make sure that you do one of those activities once a month, or like pick up a hobby. Knitting clubs are everywhere. Like you could be horrible at knitting, but it doesn't matter, and you can still be in a place and socialize, or go to the same coffee shop every single day, or join a gym. Like this whole thing of I'm a cam model, I have social anxiety and stuff, and they're hiding behind their social anxiety doesn't make you any more healthier. It doesn't. So you need to make sure that if you want your mental health to be better, it is something you do on a daily basis to make it better. It doesn't get better by hiding behind the computer. It doesn't get better by not taking your medication. It doesn't get better by not having a healthy diet and a healthy exercise routine and being around other people. It does not get better. It actually gets worse. And then you feed your thoughts, you feed your behavior, you create this pattern of depression and suicide and stuff because you're not fighting against it by doing things that make yourself better. There's a reason why like there's a certain structure in early childhood education, which I think like as you get older you still need to do that. It's just altered because you're older and an adult. Like join like plan your vacations. Plan your vacations. Make sure you're on vacations that have social activities. You're around other people. Like you're going to have to make that effort. And you can't really give me the excuse, oh, I don't have a lot of money, because you're saying you're working home all day doing webcam. So either you need to budget that as a fixed budget, something that's local, some staycations, or something that you travel for, or it's a regular thing in your budget. It's just not going to happen if you're going to hide behind your illness and use it as this blanket to not get better. It doesn't work like that at all. So there's that. So the group, yeah. So great. People will be watching the replay, which is awesome. If you're watching the replay and you like what I'm talking about, give me the thumbs up, and also, leave comments. I read the comments on the video. And if it's the first time you've seen my face, subscribe to my channel if you like it, because all my videos are kind of in this realm of my life as a cam model, my way of making money online, and just how I generally just do things for me because I want to do things for me to make my life happy. Like that's pretty much where I'm at right now. Like, yeah, I'm a cam model and it's awesome. But I've been a cam model for 15 years. That's 5 plus 5 plus 5. I've done everything. When it comes to being a cam model, I've broken down a lot of stuff that I used to struggle with. And now it's just about make my money, save my money, and also, if I can, help other people. But the thing about being a cam model, if you're not actually doing the job and you're just watching things because you want to be an expert at it, that's great, but you'll never actually like make any money. So right now I got this thing where like I got people in my group, but they're not working. They're not working. Like I got one person in my group who is like hemming and hawing about upgrading the equipment so that they can work on the webcam site. You're going to have to do it. It's just what it is. Webcamming, being a cam model, means you have a webcam at like and a proper webcam because it is more people doing it. There's more competition, and the technology needs to be at a certain level where it'll cost you money to invest in to have it. Unless you go walk into a studio that has all the equipment already provided for you and you work for the studio and you do that. That honestly, the studio environment, it's not really like they're not like Starbucks. They're not everywhere. So you either have to do a lot of work to find the studio that you want to work in that actually has a physical location that you can walk into or work on the webcam sites. And then you have to follow their agreement, their rules. When you work from home as a cam model and you already have your own equipment, your camera, your internet, your lighting, a place that you work in, you have the ability to control almost everything. All you have to do is agree to the rules of the websites you want to work with, follow the rules on the website, log on when you want to log on, set your schedules, stick to your schedule, learn marketing, learn how to talk to your customers, and then build your audience from there. But a lot of cam models don't, and it's because of honestly the maturity level. Most cam models, when they start, their maturity level really, really sucks. It's this immature level where like they don't think too far ahead into the future, which is fine. I was there when I started, 18 to 25. I thought I knew everything there was, and I thought everything was awesome. And then I went to struggles of like, I wanted to compare myself to other people. Doesn't serve anything. Then I went to things of like, I wanted approval from my family. Again, doesn't serve anything. So now I'm at the place where I've let go of all of that baggage. And my only thing now is to work, make money for myself, travel, spoil myself, pamper myself, and be my best friend to myself and my best adult to myself. And also still have the ability of like, I'm waiting right now on my damn Nintendo. I don't know, like all I know is I ordered the Nintendo last week. Amazon says it's supposed to arrive sometime today. It said it's shipped. I got the notification that it's shipped, and I'm waiting for the Nintendo Classic and the Super Nintendo to arrive so I have more video games to play in between when I'm working webcam. Then I gotta hustle my ass off for all of September and parts of October so I can go to another internet marketing event in like 6 weeks. I gotta do that. And then now because I'm dating somebody and he's saying, yeah, he wants to come with, we gotta plan that out. And then there's like this comedy show I want to do and go to. So that I have to buy tickets for that sometime in between of saving money for my trip. I gotta add in this extra thing of like figuring out how I'm gonna get to this city for this comedy show. Am I getting a hotel for this comedy show? I don't drive, so I gotta figure out how I'm gonna get there. Like it's a whole thing. And that's what it is. That is the work-life balance. You plan things you want to do, and then you work towards them. And anybody else who has an opinion about it or want to sabotage it or post negative things about it, they don't matter. It's not even like if like, and I don't understand how cam models get so wrapped up in someone else's opinion about them when they are not your paycheck. And like that, like the whole worried about other people think and the worried about other people's like people talking about you stuff. Yes, I know I struggle with that, but that was a self-esteem thing. So to be a cam model and be successful as a cam model, you really need to build up your self-esteem like armor, like a Fort Knox. Like there is a moat with alligators and like you just need to like build that up so strong where the only thing that matters is you logging on, you doing your shows, you working your shifts, you making the money so the websites will pay you. That is it. That really is it. It has like everything else, like dating relationships. You set the boundaries, you set the standards. Just because you're dating somebody and you really, really like them, it does not mean that you downgrade who you are to be with another person. If the person doesn't like who you are and you don't have things in common and common goals and common like just a common energy, it's just not going to work for a relationship. And it goes with friends, it goes with boyfriends, it goes with family, it goes with every relationship. because the older you get, you have to look out for you first. And webcamming is one of the ways that you can look out for yourself because of the income that you generate from doing it. And it works with spending money right, saving money right, and it goes with knowing that you can take care of yourself if everybody walks away from you. I know, I hear that noise. I do. Like, I do. Nothing I can do about it. So we got some comments in the section. Awesome. So, I didn't even talk about marketing. I have not talked. The whole thing has been about mental illness, socialization, and just being grown enough to know that you can work in any field that you want that takes care of yourself because of being an adult, and it's your responsibility to do that stuff. As for marketing and social media and that stuff, that is a whole nother video. I need to break down how I'm going to talk about that because there's a lot of things in marketing where I just haven't done it. I just haven't. I'm worried about me making my money for myself, me going on my trips, waiting for the stuff that I ordered online to arrive. That's it. But honestly, like, marketing is one of the ways of doing it. You may notice there's a lot more cam models on YouTube talking about being a cam model, issues around being a cam model and their perspective. And there is like 3 that I know of that are older cam models, and the rest of them are younger cam models. And they all seem to all work on, I think, MyFreeCams. There are more websites than MyFreeCams. I do not work on MyFreeCams. Yes, I've made an account thinking I will work on this website because I was sucked into the story of the marketing of MyFreeCams, thinking that website was the ultimate website to work on. It's not. The ultimate website to work on for being a cam model is the website that you want to log on every single day to be on. It is not the website you see everybody doing. You're going to follow everybody doing the same thing. There are thousands of webcam sites that you can choose to work on. And I couldn't name them all, but then it would just take up like a good 10 minutes of the video because it doesn't make any sense. So like the sites I work on, I'm happy with them. I've been with them since 2003. I'm still working on them. They still pay my checks. I still got pay stubs right here from the 2 websites that paid me. One is from iFriends. One is from Streamate. Yeah, I've been with them both since 2004. So I'm pretty happy with them. I'm not answering that question. Like, look, if you're going to post questions in the group, it's either about the topic we're talking about, which is being a cam model, dealing with mental illness, socialization, dating, things like that, or other cam model business related questions about your cam model career and your life around it. That's pretty much it. Everything else, I'm ignoring you. I'm literally ignoring you like you're a dude in my free chat room that have no business being in there because you saw a pretty girl on camera. Yeah. And honestly, if you're a cam model and you're dealing with trolls, it's kind of the same thing happening right now in this live video. Like, it's just what it is. So like, okay, so here's the thing. I'm gonna give you a quick rundown, Marie, of marketing. The thing is, when you build a website, if you're choosing to build a website to promote yourself as a cam model, you do not have to turn your website into a membership website. It can be a one-page blog hosted, self-hosted, where you pay a fee to host your website, and you have a header, and then you got little pages, and then you got little stuff on the sidebar, like banners and links and blog posts that you write that promote you as a cam model, where you talk about your opinions, you talk about your day, you talk about what outfit you're going to wear online. You show your personality through your website, and all your links go to your websites that you work on. That is like the easiest way of building a website if you want to do that. But the thing is, if you build a website, you need to be able to spend the daily time to build and market that website. Like, that's just what it is. And it's a good idea to have your own website that you paid for, like the domain name, the hosting, that's adult friendly. That way that, let's say, like my YouTube channel got shut down, I have the website ready to go with all my content there. where I may have to find another video hosting company to host on my video blogs. I do like this, or you just make another channel and then add your videos to it. So there is a process. So the thing is about social media marketing and marketing online with the website is to show that you're a person. It's not always about showing all your naked pictures on the internet and thinking guys are going to buy it. They're not going to. If the guy has already gotten off from your pictures, they are not going to spend money on you. It's just not, they're not going to. Like, they need, like, to feel like they have a relationship with you, like you are their girlfriend, like you are their best friend. The same way like people go fuss over celebrities that, like Justin Bieber and Drake, like every concert that they drop, they want to go see them because they feel this huge compelling connection with the person. Marketing is that. Marketing is about building the compelling connection with people that are seeing your images every single day. That's it. And it's not even about saying, hey, I'm naked right now, come see me. It's not. It's literally having a conversation with these people. Marketing is about communication. It's about building a conversation. It is to get people interested in you enough where they click on the link and realize, oh, you offer this, I'm interested. That's it. But the thing is, marketing is exhausting. Marketing takes a lot of time. And you're going to have to learn it. It's not like something I'm going to sit here and teach you because I should really charge for it by the hour for that. So that is the basic level of marketing. You're going to have to do an investment. It's going to cost money. So if you're looking at this and you don't have a lot of money, you're going to have to put money aside for marketing. Like adult businesses, there's very limited free ways of doing marketing that work. You're going to have to invest banner ads. You're going to have to invest in like paying for your website hosting. And then even though social media does work for some people, it doesn't work for everybody. So that is the other thing too, is that you may not even need to market yourself outside of the websites because of the way Camming is set up. It's set up in a platform that is rented space, that you broadcast your shows, you generate traffic and money in your room, and they pay you. So that's just how it works. So I hope that answers your question, Marie, because it's just something that you have to be prepared for to do and make the commitment to do it. And then, of course, if you are camming and your goal is to make money for camming to pay for college, marketing exposes you that you're a cam model. Like, that's it. And then any opportunities that you thought you would have, they could be gone because people have an opinion of you being a cam model and they don't want to hire you. They don't want you working for their company. So you're going to have to be prepared for that. So if you're going to go out and do all the marketing, you need to make sure that you have a safety net in case everything blows up in front of you, that you can protect yourself. Nobody thinks about that at all. Like the mindset of I need to make money, let me go do marketing because other people are doing marketing, and then they find out, oh, their family found out about what they're doing, or the boyfriend doesn't like what they're doing, or the job doesn't like what they're doing, and then they fall apart, have this whole mental crisis breakdown. You need to protect yourself. You have to be your number one go-to safety person when you're building this. It is not like, I'm not going to save you. I'm not. I'm going to save myself. That's it. So if you want to learn marketing and your plan is to do this little bit to pay for college, that's okay, great. But just be prepared that certain jobs, they're not going to hire you if they recognize you from a website, if they recognize you in other places, if they've seen so many of your naked pictures online, they're not going to hire you. Just some places are just not going to do that. So you need to be prepared to go into this as a business decision, as a revenue and profit decision, as a profit and loss decision. And some of your losses, they're not about money. Some of your losses are about like certain goals that you set for yourself. Awesome. Great. So what else have I got on this video? I think that's it. I think I ran on for like, yeah, like dating, set your boundaries. Like really, like any man that enters my life, they need to add value to this situation because it's not like I need them to provide me for like financial reasons. And if they're coming in thinking that they can come in and control what I'm doing, that I've been doing without them for 15 years, yeah, there's going to be like, yeah, it's just, yeah, really and truly, most of the time when I need a dude for anything around the house is like changing light bulbs. If I have a guy who could instantly just change the light bulbs, that would be awesome. Or some grocery shopping. If I give them a list and they buy all my items on my grocery list, awesome. Like things like that. Or like if they volunteer to offer to pay my internet bill, that would be so super, super like awesome. Like I need dudes that are gonna step up in ways that where I'm like, oh, really? You thought about that? Like, thanks. Or like they buy me lingerie, or they pay for me to get my hair done. Like things that help me, like this outsourcing relationship type of thing is what I'm looking for. Where that things that help me that I don't have to focus on, that I can get more work done and make more money so that we can have the enjoyment of travel and entertainment and fun and freedom where great, you're adding value to the relationship. This makes sense. Let's keep doing it. That's it. Because I don't know why people are stuck in relationships that are either life sucking or they end up being where they make you feel like you have to be a different person to be in that relationship. That should not be a thing. Like you should not change your core values and core beliefs when you step into a relationship. They should be enhanced, they should be amplified, they should be in a place where you guys are both growing in the same direction so that you can stay together longer. Like that's just it. And there's just certain things that you're working on, like big goals. The people that you're with should be there to support you. They should not be there to constantly nag and negative criticism about stuff that they are not doing themselves, or that they just don't have an open mind to understand it's something that you need to do. Like if you're training for a sport and you had like a person who wasn't supporting you in the training of the sport, you would probably cut them off the team. Like it's just what it is. So yeah, um, 30 minutes of me going on about stuff. Yeah. So this is the last day of August, which is pretty awesome. I don't know how I got here. Oh my God. Yeah. But month of September, I'm on a hustle marathon thing of making all my money I need for my trip in October. I'm excited about it. And yeah, and I'm working on my financial goals of paying down my debt and boosting my savings so I can move into a better apartment. And then, you know, my living room over there has no furniture, which is probably why you always see me in this room all the time. There's no furniture in that room over there. So I got to take care of that. And yeah, so like, and then of course, I realize all my shoes all have holes in it. I got one pair of good shoes. So I'm gonna have to buy new shoes. And that, like, yeah, like things I need to do, I can't. Like, here's the thing. It'd be nice if the guy I'm with buys me a pair of shoes, because that would take up a whole heap of stress out of the mix. Or, like, take me clothes shopping, because those are things I need to take care of. Clothes shopping, which means I got a webcam. Then, as soon as that money comes in and everything is paid for, like the rent, hydro, hydro's electricity, by the way, my phone, my internet, I gotta buy shoes. Like that's what's happening. I gotta buy shoes. I'm not like buying like expensive shoes. I'm talking about my Pumas, my Adidas, maybe a pair of Skechers, just a good pair of running shoes that I could wear. Like that's it. I'm not a heels person. I got a pair of heels. They're not falling apart like the way my running shoes are. So that's what I need to do. Yeah, been there, done that, and refused to alter myself for any mate again. Exactly. You shouldn't have to do that. Men are not doing that for women. Very few of them are. Like, yeah, very few of them are. And the minute they get controlling, possessive, or just plain out life sucking negative, you cut them off. Like, you cut them off. And then, of course, if like you have children with these people, it becomes more complicated, but it's still the same thing. Like either you can co-parent where the child is developed properly, where they're not spending years in therapy like me, then yeah, but you don't need them if they're going to be this life-sucking hole that doesn't move you forward. There's just certain things that you need to do to have in place. Because here's the thing, when you reach the age of old retirement, hopefully you got your memory intact, hopefully you're mobile enough that you can do things for yourself. You don't want to have that person in your life that's still griping at you when you're 65 and older, when most of you guys just want to watch your TV show program, do some vacation traveling, cook your favorite meals, play in the garden, grow your garden, and then go to sleep and then go wake up and do it again the next day. Like, this is it. Like, when you really think about like your whole life and you're stuck with this person that's life sucking for you that you don't need to have around, cut them off. Same thing with girlfriends. Same with that. Like, camming is now an industry where it's reaching 20 years plus. It may stick around for another 20 or 40 years. I don't know. All I know is the money that I'm making from it, a good portion of that needs to be in my future retirement, where I don't feel like when I reach that old age, I look back on my years and my career and I don't have anything to show for it. So if you're going to do this business, you need to make sure that there's money put aside. So when you look at your financials, you can be like, that money is from this because I prepared myself for it. It's that. And maybe, I don't know, it's coming out from this book, but I'm not even done reading this book. I now finished chapter 2. I think there's 10 chapters in this book. Yeah, I'm on page 63. So like, I'm moving through the book, but this book actually changes my mindset around money, which means it changes my expectations and standards about the relationships I have with people in my life who are interfering with my money. So you need to work on your mindset. It's the way it works. And cam models who are in the mental breakdown of social anxiety and all that stuff, you gotta work on your mindset. You gotta work on your mindset. It's all of that. And then the other book, which is by the same author, is this one I gotta read. Again, it's about mindset. If you're not protecting your mindset, you are useless to make money. It's just what it is. And whatever somebody else is doing is none of your business. So you need to worry about you on the websites, your agreement with the websites, you making money so that the websites will pay you, so you have that relationship with the company. But everybody else on the website, like other cam models on the website, they're not your business. They're not your problem. They don't affect anything that happens in your room. It's you, the website, you, the customers, you. That's it. Like, that's it. So like, stop making it more difficult than what it is. Awesome. So I believe I'm done. I gotta read some books. I'll probably check my mailbox to see if my item that I purchased is there. Hopefully it is. If it's not, you'll probably see an unboxing video of them next week. It should be awesome. And then I gotta set up the television so I can play the games. And then I probably have to set up a way of streaming, maybe play the games when I get them, and that'd be a whole thing. I may end up doing that. Me playing video games, it's just pure fun. I suck at it. I'm not the best video game player, but for me, reducing stress and keeping my mental health happy, it is a #1 priority for me. But I also know to get up and, travel and get up and go skydiving and get up and do, like activities where I'm around other people. Like, it's that, like, you take care of yourself, like, really, like, break down everything that you want in your life: financial, spiritual, relationships. Oh, what's the other two again? Yeah, there's like 5 major categories in life that make you a happy, healthy person. Work on them. Like, if you're starting as a cam model at 18, you're going to have to do it your whole entire life. And if being a cam model is your primary source of income or an income source, you got to protect your mindset so that money is coming in on a regular basis. It's just what it is. Like, that's it. So even if you have to cut off certain relationships until you reach a certain level in your mental health state or your financial health state, do it. Like, do it. If you need permission to have that done, I give you permission to do those things, because I'm not going to go in your room. I really don't care what you're doing. But for some reason, you're letting other people rent space in your head that controls everything, which doesn't make any damn sense to me at all. So I need to log off. I keep saying that and keep coming up with something else to talk about, but I really got to do that. Plus, I'm playing Sims over there. I'm trying to make this family entertaining in some way. So I'm going to go back and do that. And then, yeah, I will see you on the next one. Smooches.